Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Bad here. Hope you're doing well. So I saw the new movie American Fiction. This came out in early December in limited release, but it finally came out. Actually, wasn't supposed to come out wide until next week, and I didn't want and shame stupid me, stupido. I wanted to put out my top 10 for 2023, this week, because I didn't want to wait another week. Then we would be in mid-January to see the movie, review the movie, and then put together my top 10. And now I want to, hit myself. This movie would easily be in my top 10 of 2023. But I didn't realize until yesterday that I was actually going to be playing at the theater closest to me this week and not next week. But anyway, American Fiction, starring Jeffrey Wright. Let's get into it right away because I want to talk. Positives. Jeffrey Wright, he plays an author he's an author writing books. His books aren't selling the way he's hoping to make money. Though his publisher basically tells him, be a little bit more blackish, if you will. So he makes up this pen name, makes up a completely different name, and he writes this book, and it ends up going gangbusters, and he's like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, really? Jeffrey Wright, I like Jeffrey Wright. I'm, everything all the way back to Casino Royale, the first Daniel Craig James Bond movie, where he played Felix Leiter, the American, spy for the U.S. You go from there to even Quantum of Solace, No Time to Die, the Hunger Games movies, he was on Westworld, and then obviously recently becoming the new Commissioner Gordon for the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I'm definitely thinking that underrated actor. He doesn't get the claim he deserves, but hopefully after this movie, that will all change. He's excellent in this movie. He's really funny. He has a lot of dramatic weight to him. Scenes that deal with a lot of dramatic scenes, romantic at times. He just gives a phenomenal performance in here. And this movie really does. There is a great supporting cast, but a lot of this movie doesn't ride on his shoulders. And he takes it all the way. I love how this movie blends drama and humor, comedy. And the comedy is in the writing. This is probably the best representation of combining two genres into a really equal, cohesive story. Where you get a great balance of drama and some really sad moments, really heavy moments. But also, this movie is funny from beginning to end. And it's not like, ha ha, oh ha. No, it's dying laughing. Funny. And it's in the writing. It's not like the stupid humor or jokey humor or inappropriate humor. It's just the dialogue. I love the script. It's sharp. It's topical. It's like they deal with humor and drama. Very sad at times too. But very topical themes. And that's the thing to me. This is a movie that you could have long discussions with a friend, with a family member, especially race. Me being a white boy, if I were to sit down with a friend that was black, African American, that would be an interesting conversation. Because I think this movie deals with very interesting themes. I think it deals with race How white people perceive black people, that's a big one. How black people see white people. There's also a little bit of the reverse. How blacks see themselves. Like, that's also a major thing in this movie that it really goes into. How people use other people's history to build fame or recognition. That's a major one. Like, people take things and use that, even though it's not actually their life. Family views themselves or other people in the family. So there's even more themes that I can't even, bring up. But there's a great theme between Isaiah Ray and Jeffrey Wright in the third act that in that dialogue alone you're like, whoa, whoa, this dialogue alone, this conversation could be a heavy topic to discuss with someone. I think this is a great supporting cast. I mean, you got a lot of people in this movie, from Tracy Ellis Ross, Sterling K. Brown, John Ortiz, Erica Alexander, Leslie Uggams, Adam Brody, and Myra Taylor. A great supporting cast that each has their moment to shine. That I thought, especially Sterling K. Brown, an hour 57 minutes, great pace. The director is also the writer of the script. His name is Cord Jefferson. This is his first time directing a film. I thought he did an amazing job, especially in the directing department. Also, with the script, there's a lot of great quotes in the movie. Like, I don't mean like funny, I mean there's a lot of funny quotes, but I mean like message quotes, like heavy quotes. And when geniuses are loners, because they can't connect with the rest of us. Geniuses are loners, because they can't connect with the rest of us. I heard that like, ooh. Ooh. I mean, I know I'm a genius, but I thought that was a very powerful quote. There is a lot of, when you look at the most famous people in the world that were geniuses, they couldn't connect with the rest of the world for some reason. I mean, they just couldn't. Stephen Hawking, Albert Einstein, even Oppenheimer to a degree. Potential is what people see from what's in front of them isn't good enough. This is a great film. This is definitely one you do not want to sleep on. This is one you want to see before the Academy Awards. And I have a funny feeling it's going to be a heavy hitter. And this is one, when it comes to Best Actor and Best Picture now, oh boy, that race is going to be tight. I'm telling you. Between Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and now this. I think those are going to be the three for Best Picture. Some of my negatives with this movie. I thought Isaiah Ray was going to be in it more than she is. We see her in the first act, and then we don't see her until like halfway through the third act. And I thought that was kind of like, oh, he's in it a lot less than I thought he was. Between Jeffrey Wright and his girlfriend in the movie, they have that soap opera cliche breakup at one point. And it was just like, kind of like, really? We're gonna go down that cliche route. We have one little argument and that's it. So yeah, I thought that was kind of like a little bit of a, compared to how original the script is and how heavy and topical and all that, to go down a little bit of a cliche, it's kind of like, no. Don't sleep on this movie. Jeffrey Wright is probably going to be up for Best Actor. This is going to be a heavy hitter during the Oscar season. I think this is easily a movie that you can sit down with friends, family, and discuss. And I think everyone have a different idea, different opinion, if you will. And I like those types of movies where there's a movie you can really sit down and have a conversation. And you might be right, they might be right, you might be wrong, they might be wrong. But it's a very interesting topic to talk about. With what they bring up throughout the movie. It's a 5 out of 5 still. Other than for the little cliche with the girlfriend. It's a fantastic movie. Great performances all around. Great, great script. Great directing by a first-time director. So yeah, did you see American Fiction? If so, I really do want to hear your thoughts on this movie. It's a movie that you can really have a discussion with. So let me know in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Matt the Mad here.